What's up guys, this is Chronic Rush HD and welcome to a brand new episode of my FIFA 13 Team of the Week predictions. And today we're going to be predicting the Team of the Week number 38, and by this time it's getting very hard to find players. It's the final games of the League of BVA, so next week is going to be even harder. And this week I've only had the choice for like the League of BVA, the Brazilian League, the MLS, and like the Korean League, and the final games of like the Switzerland League and stuff like that. And basically next week's is going to be even harder. I don't really want to think about that, but maybe this might be the last one. I'm not 100% sure. But let's get into some of the substitutes, and the first player is going to be this player here called Fagundes. He plays for, I think it is, New England Revolution in the MLS, and he's 17, isn't he? I'm not 100% sure. He's 1 year older than me. So he's born in 1997, and he got a goal and 2 assists and man of the match, and also got a player of the week. So I can see this guy getting an inform card, definitely. There's nothing else about it. If he doesn't get one, I'll be surprised. Moving on to the next player, we've got another bronze MLS player, and this player is Abita Harris. He plays for Colorado Rapids, and he got 2 goals and man of the match as well. And he looks like a fairly decent bronze card, actually. Shame he didn't have 4-star skill moves. I think maybe in FIFA 12 he did, but if his pace goes up to about 80, he'd be a fairly nice player. Moving on to the next player, we got a player in the Korean League, and that is Kim Jin Kyu. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce these names. He plays for FC Seoul, and he got a goal and a clean sheet as a centre-back. Obviously not the paciest centre-back option, but he may get an inform card, and he may be good for those people with those bronze Korean teams. Moving on to the silver players now, I think we're moving on to the first player is going to be a player called Saganovsky. This player here. I didn't click him. He plays in the Switzerland League. Oh my god. He plays in the Switzerland League, and he got a hat-trick. So he's definitely not the best striker, I can give you that, but he got a hat-trick, so he may get an inform card. Moving on to the next player, we've got a player in the Brazilian League, and that is Vanderlei, I think it is. He plays for Corbita, and he had a fairly decent game. He didn't keep a clean sheet, however, the game was 1-1, and he got man of the match and made a number of good saves to keep his team in the game. So he could get an inform card, and he may be fairly decent. He's got really good stats looking at it here, and getting an inform card, he may be good for those Silver teams. Moving on to the final players. The first player is going to be this player here called Victor. Victor, there you go. He plays for Morocco, I think it is. Where is he? This one, nope, I've gone past this one here. Is it Morocco? I'm not quite sure you pronounce that. But he got 2 assists and man of the match. And moving on to the final substitute, guys. This player is called Zuba, and he plays in the Swiss League. I think I may have got Sagavonsky wrong. I think he plays in the Polish League, so I'm sorry about that. But this guy plays in the Switzerland League, and he got 2 assists, I think. 1 goal and 2 assists, yeah, in their 4-1 win at the weekend. 5-star weak foot, looks fairly impressive. If he's maybe a centre mid, he looks like a fairly decent player and could link up with some players as well. So that is the substitutes. Let's go on to the starting 11. Let's just quickly call this the Team of the Week number 38. And we're going to be playing the normal formation, guys, the 3-4-1-2. And in goal, I've got a goalkeeper called Bravo. He plays for Real Sociedad in the Liga BVA. And Sociedad only won 1-0. They secured Champions League placement, I think. I may have got that wrong. But he got a man of the match and clean sheet, and he made a number of really good saves, and he looks like a fairly decent keeper. He's got some fairly low stats in handling and positioning, but his diving and reflexes are pretty high, and he could go for quite cheap as well, having an inform card, so he may be a good card to pick up just for those cheap teams. Moving on to the right back, like I said, we've got a fair few silver players. It's hard to find some gold players, but we've got a player called Naum. He plays for Granada as a right back, and he got a assist and a clean sheet, so he's most likely going to get a inform card. Moving on to the centre back, we've got a player called Diago. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that. It's got a weird accent, shall I say, above the A, but he got 2 goals and a man of the match and clean sheet for Fluminense in the Liga do Brazil. So I see he can definitely be getting a inform card. 2 goals from a centre-back is pretty decent. Moving on to the final defender, we have another Korean player, and that is Jang Hang-young, I think it is. Oh, it helps if I spell that right. Jang Hang-young. This player here, the left back, silver, 66 rated. He got 1 goal and a assist, and this was where I was trying to find players, and he just got 1 goal assist, and I thought I'm going to put him in the team. Moving on to the midfield, the right mid is going to be this player called Lodiere. That one there, Lodero. He plays for the same team as Clarence Seedorf in the Liga do Brazil. He didn't play right mid in the game. He played as a cam / centre mid, but he got 2 goals and man of the match. So I think he can get an inform card. And I think he's got 4-star skill with 4-star weak foot as well. So he could be a nice player to pick up. And he's got some fairly nice stats. Maybe if his shooting goes up to 70, he could be a very, very good card. Moving on to the first centre mid, we've got a player called Marquez. He's a centre mid, plays for the same team as the sub Victor, so he may not be in the team, but he got 1 goal and a assist, and was like, I think Victor just took man of the match off him, so he again played very, very well in that game. I'm not sure what one is going to get the inform card. Moving on to the second centre mid, we've got another Spanish player, and that is a player called Insa. I'm not sure of the team he played for, but he got 1 goal and man of the match. He played as a CDM in that game. He got 1 goal, man of the match, and in a sense kind of got a clean sheet playing CDM. And moving on to the final midfielder, the left mid / left wing, we got another Liga BVA player, and this player is going to be called, let me find him, Gomez. He plays for Atletico Bilbao, and he got 2 assists and man of the match. And he looks like a fairly nice card. I'm not sure if he's actually got, what's it called, 4-star skill moves or something. I haven't looked at that, but if he did, he would be a nice card to pick up. Moving on to the attack force, the centre forward is going to be this player called Morales. He plays for Real Salt Lake, I think, in the MLS. And he got 1 goal and assist and man of the match. And moving on to the striking partners, the first player is going to be this player here, Costa. The Atletico Madrid, Diego Costa, very, very good player, quite young as well. He got 2 goals and man of the match. And his pace does let him down, but I think he's probably better as a centre forward, and having his inform card, I think it will go for quite cheap, so he could be another good cheap player to pick up. And moving on to the final player of the team, we have Negredo. Plays for Seville, I think it is, and he got 4 goals and man of the match. What else? He's definitely going to be in the squad. I can definitely recommend it. Again, he won't be a very, very expensive player. 67 pace on his default card. I think that may go up a tiny bit, but he's probably really, really good as a centre forward. But again, he's not the paciest striker, so I don't think he'll go for too much. Overall, this is the team. Let me just quickly flip slides, like I always do, into this other slide that makes it look a bit better. And as you can see there, the team doesn't look too bad. It's got loads and loads of silvers, but there's got some, it's that team where there's not really any good players, and having the team of the season come out as well, people are going to be going for those players instead. But there's some fairly nice players and cheap ones for you with not the biggest amount of coins. You kind of want to go for those bargain players who are quite good. So overall, it's not bad. Well, it's not a team of the week full of decent, high quality players who, if you get, you'll sell for a fortune. But it's got some really, really cheap, decent players which could help boost up your team and make it a bit more playable. And overall, it's not that bad. Some of the bronze players are not that bad either, guys. This is the end of the episode. If you like this episode, remember to click that like button. Put any suggestions, any players I may have missed in the comments. I love reading them and seeing whether or not I should have put them in or stuff like that. And subscribe to stay tuned to this series. I've also got my team of the season predictions for the French League 1 on my channel, which I may link in the description. So go check that out. I may link it on the screen as well. So go check that out, because I think the French League 1 will be coming out at the same time as this tomorrow, Wednesday the 6th of May. And also, I may have another video talking about the French League 1 on my channel as well. I've got a few things to talk about that as well, but I'm not quite sure if that video will come up. But guys, this is the episode. This has been Curiosity. Till next time, adios!